Welcome, everyone, to Oxford 4000 Essential English Words, episode 21. I'm your host, Emma.
And I'm Frank, your learning partner on this journey. Emma, you seem particularly cheerful today.
I am. I had a wonderful morning. Just a quiet cup of coffee and a good book. It's the simple things, you know?
I know exactly what you mean. For me, it was managing to get the last bit of toothpaste out of the tube this morning. That felt like a real victory.
A victory indeed. It's funny how small wins can set the tone for the day. And speaking of setting the tone, are you ready to dive into some new words?
Absolutely. So, what's on the menu for today? What glorious words are we conquering?
All right, get ready. Today we have resistance, tube, nearly, recent, procession, room, boring, amaze, stack, and scholar.
Wow, that's quite a mix. We're going from a procession to a boring room, with a scholar and a tube thrown in. This sounds like the beginning of a very strange story.
It does, doesn't it? Let's see if we can make sense of it all. But before we get started with our word by word deep dive, a quick reminder to all our amazing listeners.
That's right. If you enjoy our show and want to support us, please remember to save this episode, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and most importantly, hit that little notification bell.
Your support helps us create more and better episodes for you. Now, are you ready for our first word, Frank?
I'm ready. Let's start with resistance. It sounds a bit forceful.
It can be. The primary meaning of resistance is a force that opposes or slows down another force. In Chinese, we can think of it as di kang.
So it could be physical, like air resistance slowing down a car, or could it be more abstract, like people resisting a new law?
Exactly. It's used in both contexts. For example, in science, you might hear the material has high electrical resistance. But in a social context, you could say the new policy was met with strong resistance from the public.
I see. So it's about pushing back against something. I could say, my resistance to waking up early is very high on Mondays.
That is a perfect and very relatable example. Your body is pushing back against the alarm clock. Let's move on to our next word, which you've already mentioned tube.
Ah, yes, the source of my morning triumph. So it's basically a long, hollow cylinder, right? Like a toothpaste tube or a paper towel tube. The Chinese would be guanzi.
Correct. It can be made of plastic, metal, or glass for holding things, especially liquids or pastes. For instance, she bought a tube of paint, but it has another very common meaning, especially in the UK.
You mean the London Underground? People call it the tube.
Precisely. So you could hear a sentence like, we took the tube to get across London. It refers to the entire subway system. It amazes me how a simple word can have such specific cultural meanings.
It does. Okay, what's next on our list?
Our next word is nearly. It's an adverb that means almost or not completely. In Chinese, it's 几乎.
So if I say I've nearly finished, it means I'm very close to finishing, but not quite there yet.
That's it. It's often used with time, quantity, or actions. For example, it's nearly midnight, or we are nearly there. Another one could be, he nearly missed the train.
Is it any different from almost? Could I say he almost missed the train?
Great question. In most cases, nearly and almost are interchangeable. They mean the same thing. You can use whichever one sounds more natural to you in the sentence. Now, let's talk about something recent.
Ah, our fourth word. Recent means something that happened not long ago, correct? Like a recent event. The Chinese would be 最近的.
Yes, it's an adjective used to describe things that are new or happened in the near past. You often hear it in phrases like a recent study, in recent years, or a recent photo.
So I could ask you, have you read any good books in recent months?
And I could answer my most recent read was a fascinating history book. It connects the past to the present. Speaking of history, that brings us to our next word procession.
Procession. That makes me think of a parade or a march, a line of people moving forward together. In Chinese, 行列.
You've got it. It's often for a ceremony, a festival, or a funeral. The key idea is organized, forward movement. For instance, the festival began with a colorful procession through the streets.
Is it always a formal thing? Could a line of ducks crossing the road be a procession?
You could say that poetically or humorously, a procession of ducks held up traffic. But typically, it implies a more solemn or official event, like a royal procession or a funeral procession. It often has a sense of ceremony.
Got it. After a long procession, I'd probably want to find a quiet room. And hey, That's our next word.
Very smooth, Frank. Yes, room. The most common meaning is, of course, a part of a building, like a kitchen or a bedroom. That's fangjian in Chinese. But there's another very important meaning.
You mean space, right? Like, is there enough room in the car for my luggage? It doesn't mean a physical room, but available space.
Exactly. That's Kongjian in Chinese. This is a very common usage. You could say, make room for the elderly on the bus, or there is always room for improvement.
I like that last one. So, one word, two very useful meanings. It's definitely not a boring word.
And there's our seventh word, boring. This one is quite straightforward. It means not interesting or exciting. The Chinese is wu liao de.
We've all been in a boring meeting or watched a boring movie. But here's a question learners often have. What's the difference between boring and bored?
An excellent and crucial question. Boring describes the thing that causes the feeling. Bored describes the feeling you have. So the lecture was boring, so I felt bored.
That makes it crystal clear. You are bored because something else is boring. I hope our listeners never find our show boring.
We certainly try our best not to be. In fact, we hope to amaze you. And that's our next word, amaze. It's a verb meaning to surprise someone greatly. In Chinese, 是惊奇.
So if something is amazing, it amazes you. For example, the magician's tricks never fail to amaze the audience.
Perfect. You can also use it to express personal surprise. It amazes me how quickly children learn new languages. It carries a sense of wonder.
It does. It's a much stronger word than just surprise. Okay, only two left. What's next?
Next up is stack. It can be a noun or a verb. As a noun, a stack is a pile of things arranged one on top of another. That's 一叠 in Chinese.
Like a stack of books, a stack of pancakes, or a stack of papers on my desk that I really need to organize.
Exactly. And as a verb, to stack means to arrange things in a pile. The Chinese is 堆叠. For example, could you please stack these plates neatly by the sink?
Simple enough. You find a stack of things or you stack things up. Got it. What's our final word?
Our last word for today is scholar. A scholar is a person who studies a subject in great detail, especially at a university. In Chinese, it's 学者.
So it's more than just a student. It implies a high level of knowledge and expertise, someone who is a respected authority in their field.
Precisely. You might say she is a leading scholar in the field of ancient history, or the conference was attended by scholars from all over the world. It's a word with a lot of academic weight. And that's our 10 words. Don't forget to save this episode's word list, and if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell for our next set of 10 words.
Great. Resistance, tube, nearly, recent, procession, room, boring, amaze, stack, and scholar. Now I'm excited to see how we're going to use all of these in a single conversation.
Well, get ready. Let's imagine you and I are making plans for the weekend. Here we go.
So, any plans this weekend? A recent article I read mentioned a new exhibit at the City Museum. It's about the life of a famous 19th century scholar.
Oh, I don't know. To be honest, history exhibits can be a bit boring, can't they? I always have some resistance to going.
I thought you might say that, but this one is supposed to be different. The review said the way they present his life and work is designed to amaze visitors. It nearly convinced me to go on its own.
Really? What's so special about it?
Well, for one, there's a huge interactive display showing a royal procession from his time. Plus, I saw a photo of a massive stack of his original letters and books. It's incredible to see.
A stack of old books doesn't sound very exciting. I hope there's enough room to move around. Those exhibits can get so crowded.
Don't worry, the museum is huge. We can even take the tube to get there, so no stress about parking. Come on, it'll be fun.
All right, you've worn down my resistance. You've convinced me. A scholar's life, a procession, and a trip on the tube. It sounds like an adventure.
Great. And that, listeners, is how you can use all 10 of today's words in one conversation. It's a fun challenge to try on your own.
It definitely is. Now, let's move on to our next segment and put your skills to the test.
That's right, it's time for our Chinese to English practice. I'm going to give you a sentence in Chinese that uses some of today's vocabulary. Your challenge is to translate it into natural sounding English. I'll give you 5 seconds to think.
We know you can do it. Take a deep breath.
Okay, here is the first sentence.
那位学者最近的研究几乎完全颠覆了我们之前的认知，这实在太令人惊奇了。
Okay, your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time's up. Frank, what are some possible answers?
A good translation would be that scholar's recent research has nearly overturned all our previous understanding, which is truly amazing. You could also say it's amazing how that scholar's recent work has nearly changed everything we thought we knew. The key is to capture scholar, recent, nearly, and amaze.
Excellent. Both are great translations that sound very natural in English. Ready for another one?
You bet. Here is the second sentence.
面对这个无聊的题意，我们几乎没有遇到任何抵抗，就让大家放弃了。
Your 5 seconds start now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, what do we have for that one?
A very direct translation is facing this boring proposal, we met with nearly no resistance in getting everyone to give it up. Another great option could be there was nearly no resistance when we suggested dropping the boring proposal. Both use boring, nearly, and resistance perfectly.
I like the second one, it flows really well. Okay, let's do one more to wrap it up.
Last one, here it is. 我们坐地铁去看游行，但现场人太多，几乎没有站立的空间. Think about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And stop. Let's hear the answers.
For this one, you could say, we took the tube to see the procession, but it was so crowded there was nearly no room to stand. Another way to phrase it is, we went to the procession by tube, but there was nearly no room because of the crowd. The important words here are tube, procession, nearly, and room, with its meaning of space.
Fantastic work, everyone. Practice is key, and you're all doing wonderfully.
You really are. And that's all the time we have for today's deep dive and practice.
But don't be sad, because we'll be back soon with another set of 10 words. In our next episode, we'll be exploring establish, scene, survival, fix, attorney, internal, Congress, do, marry, and accent.
Ooh, that sounds like a very interesting list. I'm already thinking about how to connect Congress, an attorney, and the word marry.
It will be a fun challenge for sure. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Oxford 4000 Essential English Words.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to support us in creating more polished episodes for you. Your support means the world to us.
Thank you all for tuning in. Keep practicing, stay curious, and we'll talk to you next time.
Goodbye for now.